resolutions in the second coming of this administration was that ministries, departments, and agencies will render periodic reports. So it was the turn of the Ministry of Works and Housing to report what we have been doing since August, and the Honorable Minister of State and myself led the ministry to present that report. It's a 138-page report. I'm just going to tick through some of the highlights. One of the things was to explain the impact of our work on sectors of the economy. So we reported impact on agric, movement of food, mining, demand for building materials, construction sector, petroleum products, education in terms of schools, and health in terms of healthcare programs implemented by the ministry under the Special Projects Unit for zonal intervention projects, sustainable development projects, and constituency projects. We also showed impact of 514 highways projects, producing a total of 144,395 jobs, broken down into 49,080 direct jobs and 95,315 indirect jobs. So far, we've covered in the period 826.84 kilometers. That's the period between August and December 2019. 826.84 kilometers of wearing course has been delivered. That is the final finish of any road. There are different other sections in binder course, at earth stage, at sub base, at reinforcement base, and so on. We also presented the report of FEMA. The mandate was that FEMA should deliver in excess of 2,000 kilometers of maintenance, aggregated maintenance of roadwork nationwide. FEMA has done 2,075.24 kilometers of road maintenance as at December 2019, and they have engaged simultaneously with these job reports in terms of employment. 406 contractors engaged by FEMA, 15,150 people employed. We also reported on the impact of the implementation of the National Facility Maintenance Program for the maintenance of public buildings and assets. And we reported the impact of our maintenance work on 24 federal secretariats across the country: painting, changing bulbs, plumbing, fixing toilet work, tiling, cleaning, and generally. So that employed a total of the 5,000 and I'll find the number. I think we combined this with our housing program. So the total from direct jobs from housing, I'll state that again, direct jobs from housing, maintenance, indirect jobs, and all of that came to the total direct jobs is 455,048 jobs. That is the combination of maintenance and our national housing project. Maintenance of 24 secretariats and our national housing project. The indirect jobs, food vendors, suppliers of construction materials came to 61,950 jobs. So you were looking at a total of 516,998 jobs created. Then, of course, we reported some of the big projects: the second Niger Bridge, the Abuja-Kano Road, the Obajan-Akaba Road, the Bodo-Boni Highway, the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, and 28 roads funded by the Sukuk project. and also projects like the Loco Oweto Bridge and so on. Some of the highlights from there is that the 28 roads out of 643 kilometers of roads were delivered under the Sukuk funded project between August and December 2019. And then we reported also on tax credit funded projects. One of them was the Obajan-Akaba Road, the road being built with cement. It's nearing completion now. It's about 94% completed. It's about 42-kilometer road. We also reported on the Apapa Ushudi Urushoki Expressway, 34 kilometers, also funded by the tax credit scheme. We reported the commitment of the contractors and the financiers to deliver that road by December of 2020. We also reported our intervention in 43 federal government-owned tertiary schools, 43 universities, colleges of education, polytechnics, our intervention in the internal road network. We finished some are still going on, and we intend to hand over the finished ones to the institutions, and we are getting requests for more. Yes. In terms of public buildings, we also encourage government to make it mandatory for ministries, departments, and agencies to do compulsory facility maintenance and repairs as a way of further creating work for people at the bottom of the pyramid, artisans, plumbers, welders, electricians, carpenters, painters, and also driving SMEs that produce all of these equipment that are used in maintenance, like paint, nail, glue, varnish, cleaning materials, and so on. Because we have done a condition audit of some sample public buildings. We've done for federal courts, for federal hospitals, for federal schools, for federal correctional institutions, prisons, police formations, and military barracks. We think that if we apply more dedication to maintenance of these assets, not only will we renew the value of the assets and preserve them, we will also create a lot of work through maintenance. We reported the establishment of a federal public asset maintenance department in our office, and we're encouraging other ministries to do the same. We reported also the challenges we are facing with regards to axle load compliance by heavy goods trucks, who are now loading up to over and beyond the approved 45,000 liters, getting up to 60, and we are asking for enforcement through various agencies, because this is a matter of law and order, really. So we're asking for enforcement directives to the police, to the FRSC, to the MPA at the loading points, to the NNPC and PPPRA at the loading depots, to ensure that they do not load vehicles beyond those capacities, while we plan to deploy going forward way bridges, and we hinted council about the conceptualization of rest houses as part of the safety measures on our roads. I think that's it. We also briefed council about the activities of the Federal Mortgage Bank. Just to point out in summary, between August and December 2019, the Federal Mortgage Bank funded 15 housing projects comprising of 581 housing units. Between the same period, they also gave out 220 mortgage loans valued at 1.9 billion. That's August to December. And between the same period, they disbursed 8.5 billion naira to 10,051 people as home renovation loans. We briefed council about the plan to expand the funding of the Federal Mortgage Bank to cooperative societies, and we are flagging off the partnership from February this year across the 6 geopolitical zones, by which we will be using cooperatives to deliver more housing. People can borrow money from the Federal Mortgage Bank as cooperatives, build what they design, subject to the conditions that will apply.